is there a quarterback issue in college football right now? And I say it in kind of the focus of this. We're going into the NFL draft in 2026, and I'm not quite sure who the number one quarterback is. And I feel like we're staring down the barrel of 2022, where it was, I guess, Kenny Pickett and then everything else. It could be a little closer to last year, where it was Cam Ward and a little bit of Jackson Dart, a little bit of Shadur, even though he fell all the way down. But that's my big question is, like, is there a quarterback issue going on in college football right now? Like, or is this like I'm focused in on the NFL draft a little too much, and there's good quarterback play to be seen, but I'm just not super focused on it.
So there's going to be multiple different things that I'm going to go over on this. The first one is it's a good talking point when it comes to the beast that is college football in comparison to what the NFL brings. You kind of have to understand that if you could be an amazing college football player and suck ass in the NFL, and like those two are not in correlation with one another. For instance, there was a list that in a Facebook group chat that Facebook group that we're a part of is called Top Players in College Football History. And a lot of people got upset at me because I said Andrew Luck does not belong on that list for college football. And they're like, why? And I said, he never won a Heisman and he never won a national championship. There are other quarterbacks that outperformed him in college that deserve to be better because they were. Case Keenum, for instance, is a college football god. Like, same thing with Timmy Chang out there from like Hawaii. Like, there's
Geno Smith, one of your favorites.
Geno Smith was way better than Andrew Luck in college. That is without a doubt. And people are like, dude, no way. And I said, see, here's the issue is because I know you would probably be like, no, dude, Andrew Luck's way better than any of those guys. And I'd be like, NFL wise, yes, I am not having that argument. I'm having that when he played in college, every quarterback that I just listed statistically blew him out of the water in college. And
had more success at that.
And they did. They had a way better college career. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And that's why, like, there's these certain elements that you need to, like, it's such a weird thing because, like, college football people would agree with me. Like, for instance, like, Jameis Winston was a better college player than Andrew Luck. Lamar Jackson was a better player in college than Andrew Luck. You can see, like, even certain Texas Tech quarterbacks were better than him. And, like, even, for instance, like, guys that are good pros that weren't good in college, like Johnny Manziel was a better college quarterback than Andrew Luck. That's a crazy statement to anybody who just follows football and NFL football. They're like, dude, Johnny Manziel. I'm like, yeah, the dude won a Heisman. Like,
and you don't understand, was in contention for back-to-back.
Yeah, like people don't understand that winning a Heisman, you know how like big of an accomplishment that is. Like Andrew Luck didn't do that at all. Like, he was not even close to it either, like, at times. He was nominated, sure, but, like, there's never been a time where Andrew Luck was the best player in college football, which is crazy to think, right? Because
he was just the best NFL draft prospect.
And because for you would be like, bro, there's no way. How is he the best NFL draft prospect but not the best player in college? Like, and because those are two different things. Because in the NFL, it's about potential. And big statement, potential gets you fired if you're not right with potential. Guys like Anthony Richardson are high potential guys, but also really lackluster in college football success. And you kind of have to find this happy medium, as it would be. Because when it comes to quarterback play, first things first, you just need them to get reps. If they do not have reps in college, they are going to suck in the NFL. Every single quarterback that has less than 19 starts in college has failed every single time in the NFL. And it's going to be a huge concern for Arch Manning because he will not have 19 starts underneath his belt when he finishes his college career. That or he's teetering on that. But also the issue we're having in quarterback play right now in college football is one man. And I call him the Steph Curry of NFL, and that is Patrick Mahomes. Too many people are wanting to play Patrick Mahomes level football But the problem is that Patrick Mahomes' highlights are very unfundamental playing football. And if in college, if you are not entering the season with any basic fundamentals, like if you're not technically sound as a quarterback, you are going to create this issue in which when they get to the pro level, they do not know what a 10-yard out or in is. They do not know how to do the simple shit right. And more oftentimes than not, your head coach and your offensive coordinator wants you to just do simple fucking shit. I just need you because the number one stat anybody needs to look at is accuracy. How accurate is your quarterback? Because that is the thing that translates every single fucking time from college to NFL. If he's an accurate quarterback in college, he's more than likely going to be one in the NFL. And Patrick Mahomes has ruined football on the high school level and in the college football level. Too many people want to be him. And the thing is, Patrick Mahomes was.
It's crazy how some quarterback the lengths some quarterbacks go to be Patrick Mahomes. If you
they're like,
you know
let me scramble over. Yes, I mean Dylan Raiola is one of them. I mean, even then, like Caleb Williams too at USC was just like, when he won his Heisman, he almost won back-to-back Heismans in college football, and he was like a stud. And you're just like, when am I watching? When am I watching an actual quarterback play, and when am I just watching like hero ball? Like, and also, funny enough, who was? It's funny how everybody wants to be Patrick Mahomes and is getting praised for that, but who played like Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes played? Let me ask you this.
I would say Aaron Rodgers is probably the closest I would think.
No. So we're talking about non-fundamental football that gets highlight plays.
Rodgers.
It would be Rodgers has fundamental tape. Like when you watch Rodgers play, there was a lot of fundamentals to it. The lack of interceptions, and also Aaron Rodgers.
No, true for sure. But when you watch his footwork, he's doing karaoke. He's doing a lot of karaoke stuff, but his God-given arm talent is able to throw it 70 yards on a rope. He's not as athletic as Mahomes is. He's not like throwing stuff sideways and doing
so that's what I mean.
And all
like
that stuff.
Who was the highlight creator? And the answer was Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel played like Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes played like Patrick Mahomes. And Johnny Manziel, what was the number one thing that all of us said? He has no fucking fundamentals. He's just playing backyard football. He's just running around. And once one dude is not open, what does Johnny do? Run around, create all this backyard football play, and then all of a sudden a dude's open because in college.
He walked so Kyler Murray could run.
Honestly, and
because Kyler Murray still does that in the NFL, and somehow he got like that 6-year extension.
And that's what I mean is that we criticize Manziel for this type of play. Patrick Mahomes does his play, and because he's won Super Bowls, it's kind of we're okay with it. But in reality, it's not right. It's not good football. And also, funny enough, this year for the Chiefs, they don't look like they're playing any good football. And now Mahomes has to do Mahomes magic every single fucking play. Those plays should happen few and far between. And too many people see those highlight tapes and they're thinking, oh, that's how I need to play because that's what wins me Super Bowls. No, it's actually most coaches would say, please don't fucking do this.
Yeah, no, but there's a lot of NFL coaches who hop into media or whatever. I forget which one said this. It might have been, I think it was an NFL head coach. I could be wrong. But they asked them, hey, if you were going to tell a quarterback to watch tape, are you showing them Tom Brady's or are you showing them Aaron Rodgers? And they said Tom Brady's because obviously his fundamentals were crisp, clean because they had to be because Tom Brady wasn't exactly the most athletic guy ever. Rodgers, as I said, weird mechanics. Rodgers is doing things only Aaron Rodgers can do.
Exactly. And it's the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes plays like that because that's how Patrick Mahomes can play. Steph Curry can shoot threes from fucking half court because only Steph Curry can play like that. No person should, because of a coach sat down with these players. They would not tell, bro, do not watch Steph Curry. I don't give a shit. Like that is not good basketball.
That's not
It's
you.
not. Yeah, because you're too busy trying to be somebody else rather than being you. Because let me put it to you this way. Everybody is going to succeed if they play like Tom Brady's Chris fundamentals. That is also super translatable. Whether you have shitty arm talent, whether you are unbelievably unathletic, or the opposite, you have the greatest arm of all time, and you run a 4.2. Tom Brady's tape will always fundamentally be translatable to every type of quarterback. It's vanilla ice cream. It goes well with literally everything. It literally does. It works. And yes, I do
Yeah,
believe that.
I like to see you throw some ketchup on your vanilla ice cream and then talk to me.
I mean, it probably could work. There's people out there that would go with that.
You sick bastard. Don't side with the Canadians.
But that's the thing. It's just like at the end of the day, like Patrick Mahomes is doing more damage to football than he actually truly like sees. It's because too many people are watching. Too many people are seeing the Steph Curry 3 from half court and thinking that's supposed to be basketball. Too many people are seeing Patrick Mahomes run around and then throw a fucking bomb and then like all these plays sidearm action throwing from his left hand. Like, bro, that gives fucking offensive coordinators fucking conniptions. Like, don't do that. Do not do that. Play sound fundamental football. Be highly accurate. Understand your playbook. Understand defenses and understand concepts. Because you know what you're doing when you're running around? You're not reading a defense. You know what you're doing? Just get open. Just get open. And let me tell you this, that ain't gonna fly nowhere. And then if you have a quarterback problem in college football, which we already have one in high school, that's already insane. And then now that translates to college football. What's that mean that's coming next, Caleb? We're gonna have a freaking quarterback issue in the NFL.
There might already be one.
And so I do believe that we are going to be very, very close. Like we're going to need, because we're starting to get away from that type of basketball because Golden State hasn't really won nor looked that successful anymore. Old. It is because that shit does get old. It's like, bro, we have all these bums trying to shoot from fucking half court. No, shut up. Like you're not trying to be you. And eventually I think it's going to have to take until Patrick Mahomes. I think it needs for the Chiefs to lose, they're doing a good job at it this year. I think if the Chiefs need to not go to the playoffs for back-to-back seasons, for people to be like, yeah, you see, the shit don't work. Like Patrick Mahomes needs to fail in order to save football.